Morning, IPA. This is Miss Bessie coming to you from IPA Eats. And this morning we're going to be making a breakfast pizza. This is something fun that you can do and the kids can help. And it should only take about 30 minutes or so to do this. Okay, come on, let's go to the counter and get started. Okay, now starting off my crust, I'm going to use the Jiffy pizza crust. And the reason that I'm using this morning is because I want to incorporate some other ingredients into my my pizza crust. So what I've done is I've added garlic powder, and this is everything bagels, and this is something that goes on bagels. So I've added this onto the pizza crust also. And I made my dough. With this dough, it's really easy. All you need is the package of dough and a half cup of warm water. And you let it set aside for about 5 minutes, and then you can incorporate your garlic powder and your everything bagel ingredients. Okay? You mix that up, let it set for 5 minutes. You place it in the oven and bake it off 5 to 7 minutes in the oven. Bake it off, or you let it do like I did. I made it golden brown. And so we're ready to get started. Before we start with this, so I've showed you, this is what goes into the crust. We want to top the crust with the olive oil. Okay, so we'll do that after I cook the eggs. So first of all, let's get some eggs going here. I'm going to go ahead and scramble up some eggs. I got my salt and black pepper that we're going to use to season up the eggs with. And I'm going to fry my eggs off in butter. I like frying my eggs with butter. So you just whip those up real quick like that. Beat them up really good. And then we're going to go over to my skillet here. Let's go over to my skillet, and we're going to get started with the eggs. Okay? So now I'm just going to put about 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter. That was kind of high. Okay, tablespoon of butter into my skillet here. And this is what I'm going to cook my eggs off with. Okay, I'm going to do that. And as soon as the butter gets melted and it's warm enough, we're going to cook off our eggs. And you don't want to cook your eggs too hard. I don't want them to be hard cooked. I want them to be kind of soft cooked, because remember they're gonna cook a little bit more in the oven when you put them in the oven. And when all the ingredients are cooked off. Earlier I cooked my bacon off, and I cooked bacon and onion. Now you can see my butter it's melting, and it's getting hot, and it's starting to bubble there. So that lets you know that the skillet is getting just about ready. You don't want to put your eggs in the skillet when it's too cold. Just let it come up to temperature, and your butter, when it starts to sizzle, then it's time to put the eggs in. And as you can see, it's starting to sizzle there a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and dump that in there like that. And then we're gonna keep now the eggs are starting to form a little bit. They're starting to form and come together. So, and I just bring them in. I don't do a whole lot of scrambling. Some people like to scramble a lot. I don't. So we're just going to let these cook up. And when you see it start to come together, just fold it over and bring it together like so. And shake the skillet around a little bit. So there you have it. We got our scrambled eggs for the pizza. And remember, this is a breakfast pizza, so you can do, I cooked off Jimmy Dean sausage. So we're going to take this here, and we're going to put our eggs in a bowl here. Put our eggs in the bowl. And remember I said, don't cook your eggs too hard. We don't want them too hard, okay? So we will Take this back over to our pizza. And now for my toppings, like we talked about the crust. Remember, I used the Jiffy Pie crust, and I added the garlic. And you can add whatever you like to it. You can add rosemary, thyme, whatever seasonings you like to your dough. But I just added the everything bagel and the garlic powder. Now I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil over the top of the pizza crust. Just give it a little, just sprinkle a little bit of that over the top. Okay. Now, I've also got my bacon. I cooked my bacon and my onions together, just sauteed those off. And I've got sausage. This is just regular Jimmy Dean sausage, but you can use smoked sausage, any kind of sausage that you like for breakfast. Okay, I've got my onions, the onions that were cooked, that was cooked off with the bacon, and I also have red and yellow bell peppers. I've got my cheese that I've grated up. I always buy my cheese, most of it in block form, except for this this mozzarella cheese. And this was just some that I had left over from the other day when we made pizza. So the fresh mozzarella, and I've got the provolone cheese, and I've got the shredded mozzarella. Now, and your bacon, I just used the regular hickory smoked bacon. You can use applewood bacon, whatever flavor you like. You know, like I said, it's up to your taste, whatever you like. Now, I also wanted to put some American cheese, because I like a lot of cheese on my pizza. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some American cheese down. After I put my olive oil, then the American cheese I'm going to put on here. And it's just because I like cheese. I love cheese. And I love the ooey-gooey-ness of the cheese when you cut into your pizza. So I'm just going to put a few pieces of this cheese on there to give it some creaminess. And with your cheese, make sure that you get a cheese that melts. That's easily melted, because some of them don't, and that doesn't make for a very good consistency for a pizza. Okay, now I'm going to take my eggs and get here. Now I'm going to kind of chop my eggs up a little bit, and I did wash my hands, guys. I always do that. I just start cooking and I forget all about telling you guys that, but always wash your hands, especially now with everything that's going on. So, and I'm just gonna put my eggs over the pizza here, and then I'm gonna add more cheese because I love cheese. This is gonna be a nice cheesy pizza. So I'm gonna save some of these eggs for the top here. So with that, now let's go ahead and let's put some of this cheese that I've mixed up. This is smoked cheddar cheese and Havarti cheese. I like the Havarti because it's got kind of a sharp taste to it, and it's really, really good. I like the taste of it. And then the provolone cheese. So we're going to add all those different cheeses on there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a little bit of my peppers. I didn't cook my peppers off. You can saute your peppers if you like. That, you know, some people, you know, if you don't like them, but I like the crunch. So I'm just going to put them on raw. I just rinse my peppers and cut them up. And I'm also, okay, here we go. We got to get the bacon on there. Get my bacon on. Okay. So far we've got eggs, cheese, and bacon. And I mean, who wouldn't like that for breakfast? You got eggs, cheese, bacon. You can use ham. You can use pepperoni, whatever you like on your pizza. So I'm going to use this. And then we're going to go with my Jimmy Dean sausage. The Jimmy Dean sausage here, I'm going to just sprinkle that across the top. And as you can see, I love meat and I love cheese and this is going to be a wonderful pizza. It's going to be a wonderful pizza. Nice, quick, easy breakfast. You can get up, Mom, you can get up and make this before the kids get out of bed, you know, or you can have them help you with it. Okay, so now I got all of that on there. Let me see. I think I want to put some more eggs. I think I'm going to use the rest of these eggs on here too. I'm just going to go ahead and add these on there. Add the rest of this egg on there. Okay, the rest of the eggs. And, you know, I pre-cooked off because we can't have the video go too long, but I pre-cooked my sausage and my bacon. Like I said, I just cooked the bacon up with the onions, and that way they're nice and soft, because you don't want the kids biting into the big hard piece of onion. Okay, now here we go with the mozzarella cheese. Take this, and I'm just going to place these, because this is going to melt, and as you've seen on my other pizza, it melted and it went completely off the pan. So I mean off the pizza onto the pan. So we're just going to put these around and there, and then I'm going to, because I like cheese, I'm going to add a little bit of this other mozzarella cheese. And you don't have to do all these different cheeses. You don't have to. You can just use what you like. And if you want to, just go straight mozzarella. Go straight mozzarella. And that will be fine. And your pizza is going to turn out, it's going to be wonderful, because you got all that sausage, egg, bacon, and cheese on there, and it's going to be beautiful. And now just for a splash of color, I'm going to add some more of my peppers to the top. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit more cheese, and we're going to be ready for the oven. Because this will make it colorful. And this is a good way to help get your kids to eat vegetables that they wouldn't normally eat, like bell peppers and that. So, okay, how about, you know what, since I got all this cheese left over, I'm just going to go on here with this and put all of this on there. Now, smoked Gouda would be good on this. The Havarti cheese, the smoked Gouda, mozzarella, whatever you like, whatever kind of cheese you like. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more of this, because this is going to be, I'm going to call this my cheesy pizza. We're going to put this in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes, and that should do it. We should come out with a beautiful breakfast pizza, and you can serve this, and you got all your components for a breakfast. All the components for a breakfast. 5 to 7 minutes, and everything should be done. Okay, now here we go. Take this out. And this is our finished product. Oops, making a little mess here. But that's our finished product. A beautiful breakfast pizza. And Mom, this should only take you about 30 minutes to do. So enjoy. I hear my grandkids coming in the door, so we're about ready to start breakfast. See you later, IPA.